G'day everybody and welcome back to the winery. I'm here on my own. I've got peace and quiet. So today's job, we're going to repair a clamp on a bottle rinser. So this is a bottle rinser and there's a clamp at the top that runs off a cam and will open and close depending on its position on the cam. So the bottles come in here, they're clamped by the neck and then inverted, and they're rinsed all the way around the back, and then they're flipped back around upright and they discharge here and then move into the filler. And last week this guy was dropping bottles, so I pulled it apart, discovered it had a broken spring, did not have a spare, so I did a bodge on it and put it back together again and got it running, and I ordered the spares, which are now here. So I'm going to pull this apart now and then we're going to replace the broken spring. Here we go. Okay, I have it in my hot little hand. I think the jolly phone tipped over as I was doing that, so you may not have seen me extracting it. But anyway, there it is. So let's go back to the workshop, pull it apart and replace that damaged spring. Okay, here's the mechanism clamped in the vise. The pinion gear here there's a sliding rack that follows a cam, and as that rack moves in and out, it rotates this up and down, and you can also see the mechanism here, how it works. And inside both of these is a spring, and one of them has broken, and from memory it was this side, but we'll soon find out when I pull it apart. Here we go. Left hand thread on that one. Bronze washer, flat washer, left hand threaded screw. And now that we have all that off, that should just pop out. There it is. And here's our spring. And this is the one that I repaired. You can see that it's discoloured because it had broken this tab off, so I just heated it with the oxy torch and bent it with a pair of needle nose pliers and popped it back in again. But I've got the replacement unit now, so I'll go and grab that out of my store, and we'll go from there. Okay, so my store is a shipping container and these are the replacement springs. Now I don't know whether it's left or right. I think it's a left-hand one, but I'll take both. I can. Right. Okay, so you can see by the direction of winding that this is the correct one. So it is a left-hand side one. This is a right-hand side one, and it is wound in the opposite direction. So we grab one of these. Okay, we have three options. There are three holes. But what I'm going to do is drop it in the middle hole. And then if you need more tension, you can shift it, or if you need less, you can shift it the other way. You also preload these, so you can always just preload it a little bit more. I'm going to get some grease, smear it all around the spring and in there, and then I'll assemble it. Lefty tighty. Put this guy back on. What you do, hold the nut underneath, and then you can preload it. That's what we want. Click. All right, I needed two hands and didn't really have anywhere to rest the camera to do this, but basically it just gets pushed in here. This pinion is on a taper, and you loosen the nut off, it's a socket head cap screw off in the end, and use a screwdriver or a pry bar and just pop it off the taper, and then this can freewheel on there, and I'll set its position later. So I'm just going to put all of the retaining screws in now. There's one each on the top, two each on the bottom, and then I'll worry about its position. Okay. These threads have all got a little bit of food grease on them, so we should be right. I've just had a phone call from the boss. I've got to go out to the vineyard and try and get a tractor going. They've got an old tractor there that they insist on using despite the fact that they've got a brand new one in the shed. And it's broken down in the bottom corner of the bloody winery in a really bad spot. And they want me to try and get it going. Not sure what's going on with it. I'll just have to go and have a look. I don't think the boss would be very keen for me to be out there filming it, but I'll see what I can do. That's just how we roll in the wine business. Click, 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 click. Okay, so this is still loose, so I'm going to wind it backwards. We can do that, we can wind it backwards and put it onto the cam rail here and square it all up, and then I'll tighten that screw. need to put this down. Hang on. The thing was looking to rotate on me, so I've had to hold it, but that's okay. That's that. Job done. All I have to do now is pop these covers back on. And done. Let's jog this around. That's fine. Okay, that'll do me. That'll do me for this job. I do have to. Today is the Friday before Christmas. What's that make it? 22nd of December. When I come back after Christmas, I need to pull every single valve out of this filler and overhaul it. It's due for an annual overhaul of all of the filling valves. I've got all the parts, so it's just a matter of replacing all the seals, etc. So I'm going to do that after Chrissy. But right now, I'm going to pack up. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. I'm going to pack up, throw a few things together, chuck them in the work ute, head on out to the vineyards and see if we can't get this tractor going. If I'm going to take you along for the ride, it'll be in a separate video. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye for now.